Okay, so before I go into the drill of teaching you how to fully exhale and inhale to improve your mobility, we're going to do a test before and after just to show you the power of breathing, okay? So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go into a side profile here just so you can see what's happening. And I want to soft bend in the knees with my feet completely together, okay? Now, like I said, soft bend in the knees, we don't want to go so far into it, like this, nice and easy. Then from here, I want you to roll your spine over to go and touch your toes. Now, for some of you, this would be difficult. For some of you, this would be easier. You just want to basically understand where you're at. How does this feel? Take a mental note of before. And then now, I'm going to take you into the drill, the full inhale and exhale. Then we're going to retest that afterwards. You can do that on your own. Now I'm going to take you through the actual drill itself. This is going to be lengthy because I'm going to teach you how to breathe. I'm going to do the demonstrations while almost narrating. Okay, so the mic is going to go on my chest. Otherwise, you guys are going to get a lot of feedback here. So I've tucked my shirt in so you can see my lower back position and my rib cage and kind of this entire area here. So first things first, I'm going to allow myself to push my feet into the ground for a bit of pressure. The reason I'm doing that is because I don't want any lower back gap here. So between my lower back and the ground, I don't want to be arching. I actually want to close that gap off ever so slightly. So just a soft pressure through my feet into the ground. Your palms can go here or here in this exercise. So you can reach if you would like, or here. The third option, I really like this option, is to get some feedback with your own hands here. That's the variation that we're going to go with today. The first thing that we want to be mindful of is when we inhale and exhale, we want to make sure that we're not aggressive in nature. So I never want to go like that. We'll switch on a lot of these muscles like our neck muscles or chest muscles that will then help us breathe. We don't want to do that. We want the breathing solely to come from our deep ab muscles and our diaphragm muscles. That's really, really important. The same thing goes for the inhale. When I inhale through my nose, I want it to be very soft and silent, and you guys are not going to be able to hear it. So what I'm going to do now is I want to show you a couple of things. The rib cage here that you can see that's flaring out, notice how when I exhale softly and I sigh all my air out of my mouth, how these disappear. Then notice how when I inhale, I don't just poof, they don't just protrude again. I actually have enough ab tension here. I maintain the tension that I get from when I've blown out all the air in this area here, to then when I inhale, it inhales in all four directions, which is actually what we want when we're doing this exercise. So from the top, full foot pressure. I'm going to start off with a small inhale from the nose, and then I'm going to exhale. So there we go. Those are a couple of breaths just to show you how this would work. Now, essentially what I'm doing is I'm inhaling through my nose silently. I don't even want you to hear it. When I do that, I'm doing it very slowly, and in some cases, I tell my clients, crunch your face and crunch your nose so that it's easier to do it in a slow manner. That will take some time getting used to. Once you've reached your maximum point, notice how it never came from my chest. I never went like that and lifted all of this up. You really want to keep this nice and heavy into the ground, okay? Then notice when I exhale all my air, I do it from my mouth in a sighful manner. I'm literally sighing or fogging up the biggest window I can possibly think of until I can't. Then my rib cage comes down all the way. The ab tension kicks in. I can actually feel my abs start to really tense up and close my entire rib cage area off. All of this starts to contract. Then when I inhale from that point, I'm maintaining that ab pressure so that when I inhale, and I'm going to show you now, this expands in all four directions. So notice how nothing went into my belly or into my chest. It actually expanded in all four directions. Okay, so watch the first part of this video again where I'm inhaling, exhaling, silently in through my nose, sigh fully, exhaling out of my mouth, constantly all the way. And what I want you to do then is, after doing around 10 to 12 breaths, I've got the mic the right way around, 10 to 12 breaths, you want to get up and retest your toe touch. And you're going to find that it's a lot easier to do. And this was a brilliant example, brilliant drill to show you the power of breathing and how it can positively impact your mobility.